Now is a great time to be an Aldi shopper, my friends, because there are 10 new items here for the month of September that are really exciting, and they're perfect for the fall season. So let's do what we always do. Walk around Aldi, show you what's new, break down the ingredients to make sure they're good for you and I, and of course, show those rock bottom low Aldi prices. Less talking, more shopping. Folks, this could be one of the most exciting things I've seen at Aldi in a long time. It's beef sticks, and they have a big variety here, but do you see what I see? Made with 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and it's the Aldi brand. Gosh, I hope they don't put anything bad in there. Nope, look at that. The grass-fed beef, celery powder, seasonings, beef collagen casing. One of these has 10 grams of protein and 6 grams of healthy fat. If you watch the channel, you know that I usually have a beef stick in my back pocket because I make these videos out and about for 3 hours and I need a portable protein snack. This fits the bill. And what's so funny is, let's do a comparison because they've had the chomps here for a long time. The ingredients are not just similar, they're the exact same thing. Did Aldi hire chomps or someone else to knock it off? Maybe, but you know what is not the same thing? The price. The chomps are $2.17 per ounce. The Sims Aldi ones, $1.42. Quick math tells me that's just over 50% cheaper for the Aldi ones. Oh my gosh, I have to see what it tastes like. And I know some people get a little upset when I try things in the store before I buy them, but I always buy them, don't worry about it. Delicious. Oh man, good texture, medium, soft, unbelievable. They have jalapeno also with real jalapeno. Guys, this is an amazing new permanent thing at Aldi that I am so stoked about.
You're real?
I'm real. I don't just live on your phone. I'm a real man.
That's awesome.
Nice to see you. There's a lot of honeys to choose from at most stores, but look at the options here. What is the difference between those and raw and this with the new stamp again? Now, what this is Manuka honey, and gosh, perfect timing for cold and flu season because Manuka honey is like regular raw honey times 10 when it comes to the immune fighting properties. So this is a product of New Zealand. I guarantee, just like the beef sticks, I guarantee they just took one of the top Manuka producers, third party labeled it, and it's cheaper because this type of bottle is normally 20 bucks at most grocery stores. But why is it worth buying? Because see where it says MGO 100? They kind of explain it on the side right here. It's a methyl glyoxal score. That is the active ingredient in Manuka honey that gives it its mojo. That's the immune fighting properties. And in New Zealand, they feed off of the Manuka bush. My only qualm with this possibly is see where it says multifloral? I prefer monofloral. That means the bees are only feeding on the Manuka flower. This means they're feeding on the Manuka plus other flowers, but it's still great. It comes from remote parts of New Zealand. Awesome stuff. Take a spoonful of this preventively or when you're sick. Don't put it in hot boiling tea. Let the tea cool down. If you stir it in, for that price, new in September, golly. In the Aldi Finds refrigerator section, we see something cool. These are perfect bar minis. 8 of them for $7. This is actually one of the few clean, Bobby approved protein bars here. Yes, it's organic, but it has really cool ingredients. Peanut butter, honey, organic milk, egg, rice protein, and check this out. Olive oil, pumpkin seed oil, flaxseed oil, sesame seed oil. I've said it before, but they used to use sunflower oil and they replaced it with the olive oil. And you might be like, but Bobby, if you're against seed oils, it has pumpkin seed oil and sesame seed oil. Those are not industrial, highly processed seed oils. The bad ones are corn oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil. Those are industrial oils that used to be machine lubricants and they're turned into cooking oils with a lot of chemicals and pressure. These ones are not. So it's super duper clean. It's a mini, so it has 6 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar added from the honey, and 1 gram of fiber. Very convenient, especially if you don't want the big bar, which tends to have a little more honey and carbs. Once again, $6.99 in the fine section. Pretty darn cool. Hi.
I'm starstruck.
Oh my gosh, you're too funny.
No taller in person.
I've heard that before, yeah.
And I have my Bobby app.
Scanning
Bobby
away.
approved,
I'd love to
yeah.
hear that. Awesome.
Hi. Thanks for being here.
Oh, you're too kind. Quick break from the video to throw some love to the sponsor, which is Armra Colostrum, and my code down below gets you 20% off your first order. I have been using Armra for a long time. What is colostrum though? So colostrum is this powder. It's the early mother's milk from grass-fed cattle, and they don't take it away from the baby calves. Over 50% of colostrum is actually runoff or wasted. This is what they do with it. You can put it in smoothies, but the way I do it is just scoop it dry on my tongue, like that. And once again, not only grass-fed, but see what it says here? Cold chain technology. It's never ever heated, which is important because there's hundreds of living bioactives in here, which are alive, and they're really, really good for your gut barrier, immune barrier, respiratory barrier, and more. Armra Colostrum does it right. I recommend the unflavored tub or the unflavored sticks. And yes, they pay me to help them promote, but I love Armra. I would talk about it anyway. My link down below gets you 20% off your first order when you use code BobbyYT. Try Armra Colostrum. It is awesome. Another item that's new and permanent and perfect for cold and flu season are shots, especially the one we call We Love Vitamin C. And I don't know why they're putting it by the emergency exit, because this is something we need front and center as we enter what I call the plague season. And I'm so impressed by this shot because I thought it would be ascorbic acid, which is a cruddy form of vitamin C. Look at the ingredients, guys. It's coconut water for hydration, organic OJ, organic pineapple, acerola cherry puree, acerola extract with echinacea. That's the best form of vitamin C. The echinacea as an extra immune booster. And how much vitamin C? 100% of your daily value. Acerola is where it's at. That's what I use. If you buy the Flav City See You Later, it's acerola, amla berry, and camu camu. But wait for it, because these shots can get a little pricey. Not at ALDI, $1.89. Take this preventatively. Take this if you feel a tickle coming on. These are the only kind of shots I'll do. An honorable mention, because this is new also. Wow, what is going on? Fall is the bounty harvest here at ALDI. They have a cold pressed greens and a cold pressed ginger. They're just ripping off Suja. I love this. They're doing Suja, but better. This is greens with organic apples, mangoes, bananas, spinach, kale. It's a little high in natural sugar, 37 grams, but technically it's Bobby approved. This is actually the one I like better. Root for ginger. It's cold pressed lemon, ginger, pineapple, sweetened with stevia, with cayenne pepper and living bacteria. Only has 2 grams of natural sugar. This is the exact copy of the Suja one, and ginger is so good for your gut. If you're trying to do a gut reset diet, ginger juice. If we're trying to try strong like bull this season, shots, baby. What's behind door number 1 here? 2 frozen finds that I'm probably gonna buy both right now, because these are wild and crazy blueberries. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Wild blueberries are where it's at. If you buy frozen blueberries, conventional versus wild, wild beats it by a mile. It's twice the amount of antioxidants compared to conventional. They're smaller blueberries. Do you ever wonder why blueberries are so fat? Because they're cultivated and they breed them to make them really fat, because we like big fruit. Wild tastes better and they're so much better for us. And even though it's not organic, wild blueberries really aren't sprayed, so you don't have to worry about it. It's a 3-pound frozen bag for $12.39, so about $4 a pound. Great deal. And this is super cool. It's a frozen cotton candy grape. I thought it'd be coated in sugar. Nope. 1 ingredient. Grapes. Have you ever bought at the store those cotton candy grapes? They taste so sweet. It's a hybrid. They make it a genetically sweeter one, but not a GMO. And they just freeze it as is. Really cool. You get a packet here for 12 ounces for $3.69. Yesterday I was doing stories at Whole Foods and I bought a candy grape with strawberry flavor. It was amazing. They must have bred in a strawberry DNA into the organic grape. It was mind-blowing. science. It's a crazy thing, and we're benefiting here in the frozen department. Pat, awesome.
You literally like changed my friend's life.
Oh,
my
cool.
Life, and we've been kind of just following everything. You
That's
do.
super cool.
Yeah,
Love to hear that. Sweet.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Good
Take
to
care.
meet you too. Thank
Say hi
you
to your
so
friends.
much. Thank you so much.
This find is a staple for the fall. It's so darn tasty. It's maple butter. How do you turn maple into butter? By whipping it. That's it. Look, it's one ingredient. It's maple syrup. But when you whip it with like a stand mixer, the sugars in there crystallize into a butter. So you spread this on like the Bobby approved bread from ALDI, which is to knock your sprots off. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. It's like the taste of the fall. And you get a 9.5 ounce container for $6.69, which is cheaper than most stores. Super, super awesome. And it's right next to, look at that catch. It's right next to the pumpkin spice ground coffee, called out on the front. Naturally and artificially flavored with ground coffee. We don't want that. By the way, next week, I'm launching the new Flav City Cafe. Instant latte versions of your favorite Starbucks and Dunkin' drinks in a powder. Mix it with hot, cold water. You have the most delicious, no added sugar lattes, and pumpkin spice is one of the flavors for the fall. Back in the corner here is an ALDI find of something I really like. It's a convenient grab and go cold brew coffee that is super yummy, and this flavor only is Bobby approved. And this is like usually $4 at Whole Foods. It's $2.95 here. It's a dairy-free oat milk latte that tastes great, but check it out. The oat milk is not mixed with oils and emulsifiers. It's just organic oats and water. Cold brew coffee, which is really yummy. Sweetened with dates, MCT oils, cacao, Himalayan salt, ashwagandha, and rosemary extract as a natural preservative. So darn yummy with no BS flavors. Now, that being said, careful what you get because the vanilla and the matcha have one ingredient that's so hard to avoid at the grocery store. This one has natural flavors, and this one has green tea flavor and vanilla flavor. So we want to avoid those because once again, natural flavors, there's nothing natural about them. They're the biggest lie in the grocery store, but they have a lot of these mocha cold brews. It's an ALDI find. Here today, gone tomorrow. Give it a try. There's a new item in the freezer here, and it's not an ALDI find. It's a permanent one, and it's cool, guys. It's Langostino wild-caught tails. Actually, this could be the first wild-caught shrimp-like thing at ALDI because all their shrimp is farm-raised, which we don't want. Langostinos are not technically a shrimp, but they're related to the shrimp or scampi breed, and these are wild-caught with no other ingredients here, because sometimes these are coated in preservatives. Now, I don't love to buy pre-cooked shrimp per se, but it's usually the way this goes here. And it has a sweet lobster tail-like flavor. So what I think I wanna do, and tell me if I should do it, is buy these and make a recipe inspired by all the ingredients and get ALDI marinara, ALDI organic half and half, and ALDI pasta, and make a langostino lobster bisque style pasta. If you wanna see that, leave a comment down below and I'll post a short coming up. But this is 12 ounces, so just under a pound. For $14, we gotta give this a try. There it is, my friends, the top 10 new things to buy at ALDI. It's September. Those were exciting, right? And many of those are permanent items that are perfect for the fall. So make your grocery list and run on down to your local ALDI. That is it. Like, subscribe, share, all those lovely things. I'm gonna round up my groceries and head on home. Hashtag keep on cooking. Mad love from me to you, and peace. Bye.